Hi, this is Heidi Caswell, WordPress 101 for Boomers. This is part 3 in the manual installing WordPress. We already got the files uploaded. We used FileZilla to upload them, and here they are. And one of these files that I kind of put my mouse over it is the config file. And what we need to do is we need to open that up. What I'm going to do is put my mouse over it there and right click on it, and then I'm going to go hit the View Edit button. This pops it up into another program that I have on my computer. If you don't have a program like this, a text editor, it may pop it up into something like Notepad. Notepad would work too. I'm also going to show you how you can change these files inside your host itself. Anyway, this is the config file, and it's a sample one. And in the sample one, there's things here that we need to go in and replace. Like where it says database name and username, you're going to replace that with your database name and your username, your password. Those are some of the things we're going to change. Here is the page that I had saved and left open from when I set up the database. And this is the information in here that we need. The database name is right here. Username is here. And as you can see, I'm putting them over here from what they had here between the two quotes. You have a single quote there and a single quote here. Looks like we have an extra space there. Let me get rid of the extra space. And then I'm going to put the password in here. Okay, instead of localhost, we'll use the host name here on IX. Some of your web hosts will have a host name they want you to put there for it to work, and some will have localhost. And so you need to do whatever it is that works for the host that you have here. So we're going to change the localhost here. Already changed the password. This is a database that I'm going to delete right away. So those of you after I get it set up. So those of you that can see this, don't worry about it. It's not going to be anything. Okay. You look on down here and you have these different put in unique phrases. And I'll show you how to generate those unique phrases. These unique phrases will make your site more secure. Right here, this is inside, a nice link to this. This is inside WordPress site itself with the directions on setting up your config file. And we're going to go ahead and going down there. There's a place to get the secret keys there. And you want to click on that. And it's going to give you some keys. These are randomly generated. Well, actually, this is an example. We want to use the online generator right here. I should link to that one. Okay, and this gives you a whole new set, and these are the ones that you want to go ahead and put in. I go ahead and I just copy and paste this whole thing and put them in place of the other ones. Give me a space in between so easy for me to separate them. See, it's the same thing, but it's got the secret phrases and things all filled in, and then I'm just going to go ahead and delete these here. Now I'm going to go ahead and save this file. And then I go back over into my FTP. I'll ask me if I want it saved, and I'll say yes. And this saves the config file, but it's still saying config sample. We don't want it saying config sample, we want it saying just config. This is the sample one. And now it's a config file. That's how you can change the name easily. And now the name is changed there. I'm looking back at WordPress's instructions on setting things up. And if you don't set up the config file, then you'll have some things that'll pop up during the installation, and it'll look like this. And it'll have you put the information in there. And as you can see here, you type in the name of your blog, wherever you're setting at, and then you wp-admin/install.php. That's what we're going to do next. Okay, sometimes you'll get an error database, and that means I've typed something in wrong or an error, and I'm going to go back and recheck it. But I want you to see that this will come up sometime, and then you go back and check your config file, make sure everything matches in your database.